All right, we got everything figured out. All right, kickoff looks like it's going to go in favor of Simpson. Yep, with the follow-up from WizTix. He misses the ball on the wall. However, he's there. Ooh, misses that. We're going to have a clear from Arsenal. WizTix gets a hit off the wall, but can't follow it up. Ooh, nice attempt from June. Got Docs coming on the wall, but doesn't get the touch that he's looking for. Arsenal with the clear. WizTix clears it back to the blue side. Oh, nobody there to follow that up. Doc with no boost is going to get a light touch that's going to be easily saved, but now it's open for June. Oh, June with a not hard... Oh, never mind, it goes in. Landmark couldn't get there for the save. Great placement on the other side of the goal there. Just enough for Landmark to not be able to get there. Ooh, slight fall off the kickoff, but Simpson's going to recover just fine. Arsenal in a really awkward spot here in the goal. Simpson can't decide. Simpson tried to play a little bit of control, but immediately got it taken back. However, they recovered just fine. Pass down to June. June's going to take it, and he's going to score. That's another point for Simpson. Is a good look for Simpson. Just kind of seems like Landmark isn't able to find their defense. They're not really getting much time on the offensive side here. Oh, we might see something come here. Immediately shut down by WizTix, but it's going to come back on the orange side. Simpson's doing everything that they can to keep it off their side, but every time that they try to clear it, you got Landmark just facing them right at that midpoint. June's going to go into the air. Pass middle. WizTix is there, but he's not going to be able to get there in time as it's going to be blocked by Arsenal. Sure, he goes for the clear, but he misses it, and Doc takes that. WizTix takes the shot, but it's easily blocked by Ashuri. June's in the corner trying to put it middle, but he's not going to be able to get it there. WizTix goes in the air, but he's going to miss. Ashuri's going to get the easy clear. Little bit of confusion there in the corner. It's going to be a clear middle, but it's not quite going to get there. Arsenal tries to go for a shot, but all he does is ground the ball. June's going for the solo play. He runs out of boost, so he's not going to be able to finish it up. WizTix is going to take it into open space here on the right side of the field. He's going to miss his second touch to get it past Ashuri. Ashuri's going to take advantage of that, and he's going to bring it all the way to the Simpson side. June Boy's going to shut that down really quick. WizTix going to go for the clear to their backboard and then try and follow it up. Ooh, and he almost gets it, but it's shut down by Arsenal. Arsenal goes into the air, but he overshoots the ball. Ashuri's going to try and follow it up, but he's going to tap it to Doc, who's just waiting there for it. Arsenal tries to take a shot, but he puts it to the left of the goal. Clear from Simpson. Looks like nobody's going to be there to follow it up. Arsenal's going to try and clear it, but he's just going to put it down. Solu takes the 50 on the wall with no boost, but he still wins the 50. Doc's up in the air. Wasn't able to get the touch that he was looking for, but WizTix is going to turn here. Hits the back of Landmark ramp and bounces up, and nobody's going to be there to be able to finish that shot. Landmark needs to be looking to make a push here. Ooh, WizTix gets it past Ashuri, but Solu is there to try and make that attack happen again. Doc goes for the shot, but it's going to be blocked by Ashuri. WizTix here for the touch, puts it middle. It's going to be easily cleared. shot on Landmark net, but it's going to be easily saved. Looking for the control on the Simpson side. He's going to find it, but he's not going to be able to... Ooh! Ah, it was almost in. He went for the shot, but he managed to hit the post. Would have been in if it would have been a little bit more to the left. Wistix is going to take it back onto the Landmark side. Oh, and he's going to go for the shot, but it hits the post again. And June Bogo is going to finish the shot for the 3rd point on the Simpson side. With 30 seconds left, it's looking bad for Landmark. It's not impossible, but they might just have to set their eyes on the next match. It was an impressive looking kickoff from Landmark. Went back on their side, which felt a little bit dangerous, but they recovered perfectly and got the clear. Let's see what they can do here now that it's back on their side. Wistix is going to go for the dribble and a flick over Arsenal, but Arsenal is going to get a hold of that. Doc is bringing it around everybody on the Landmark side, but isn't going to be able to find the net. And Simpson's going to take the first game 3-0. I'd say in that match, I would say that Landmark just needed to show a little bit more aggression. And if they can do that and get it off their side, they did show a lot of promise on that offense. Simpson was just doing a great job of holding Landmark to their side of the field. And every time that Landmark tried to get it onto the Simpson side, they were immediately met with backlash. Looks like Landmark's going to take this time in between games and have a little discussion on what they can do to improve going to the second match. Looks like Simpson's just ready to keep going, feeling confident. Awesome. Game 3 is about to start. All right. Here we go. Kickoff for Game 3. Let's see if the time that Landmark took is going to help them sort of calm down and be ready for the second match. We had player substitution on the Simpson side. Looks like we subbed out Doc for King Drip. Wistix is going to look for that clear center, but he's not going to be able to get there. Landmark tries to go for the clear, but hits it over the net. Wistix trying to take this onto the Landmark side all by himself. He's going to get the clear. Ooh, but we're not going to be able to see the finish. Landmark was right on top of that. They're going to clear across to the other side, but they're going to get an unlucky bump on their own teammate. A good clear by Arsenal. King Drip's going to try and keep it on their side. Like I was saying, they're keeping that aggression, and it's managing to do wonders. Boom! Another goal for Simpson. Applying that pressure. We just keep seeing shot after shot from Simpson here. And eventually you take enough shots, one of them's bound to go back into the back of that net. Great kickoff for Simpson. Let's see if they can get another 50 here. Yep, they're going to get it. And the attack is back on Landmark. King Drip's going to go for the hit in the air. He's going to get it. Wistix is going to try and bring this off the wall. See what sort of center he can get. Ran out of boost. Drip is going to be there in the back to make sure that we're keeping the offense alive. He's going to try and get a hit middle, but he jumped too late. Stuck in the Landmark corner. Arsenal is going to try and look to get that out of there. Wistix hits it into the corner, but doesn't set himself up to continue with the ball. Ball's floating in front of the Simpson goal. No finish from Landmark, though. Simpson's going to try and play time here, but it's not going to work, and it's going to get shut down by Arsenal, but a save from Wistix and a demo from Ashuri. Ashuri could have turned for that, but he didn't have boost. Could have been a huge attack from Landmark. Wistix is going to try and find the back of the net. Oh, and a double backflip from Landmark is going to result in that going in. The players were in the right spot, but they just weren't able to get up to that ball. It's currently 2-0. Simpson leading once again. We saw this exact same thing happen in the match before. Ooh, a whiff from King Drip, but Wistix was ready for it. Wistix is going to go off the back of his wall to clear it. Ashuri stops it, but he's having troubles landing back on his wheels to continue. Ooh, an almost own goal from Simpson. Wistix is going to clear the ball. Solu's going to try and bring that back on the Simpson side, but he's going to miss. But his teammate will be there and bring it back in for the attack. King Drip's going for the solo play, not able to quite get it. King Drip with an amazing pass and a finish by Wistix, making this a 3-0 game with still 2 minutes left. A great pass from King Drip. Arsenal just was not ready for it. Found himself just in line with the ball. Couldn't get around enough to be able to get the save there. Unfortunate kickoff for Simpson. Good catch by Wistix, though. Gonna dribble it past Arsenal. Solu's gonna try and bring this out of the Landmark side, but King Drip's gonna pinch it all the way back in front of the net. Wistix is going to go for the shot. Oh, but it gets blocked by Arsenal. Landmark tries to make an attack, but it's immediately shut down by Simpson. King Drip's going to try and turn for this, but a little bit of a miscommunication causes Simpson to have a bit of a mishap in the corner. Landmark tries to look to take advantage of that and punish it, but they aren't able to. Ashuri's going to bring it into the left-hand corner of the Simpson side. A great touch from June. Ooh, a shot from Wistix, but it's not quite going to be at the back of the net there. A shot from June, but it's going to be right at the Landmark defenders. Arsenal tries to contest that in the corner, but he's not quite able to get a touch there. Solu's going to bring that through the corner. He's going to try and get it up in the air in front of their net, but he's not quite going to be able to get it there. Arsenal sends it straight to the Simpson backboard. Ashuri's there for the shot, but it's blocked by Wistix. Arsenal tries to go for that shot again. Wistix is going to clear it all the way to the Landmark side. Ashuri's trying to go for this solo play, but there's two people there to try and block him. A pinch going at the Simpson net, and it's going to be in by not Solu. A great 50 here. He backs up Ashuri on that touch, and he's there for the pinch, and it ends up going in. That's the kind of pressure that we need to be seeing from Landmark if they want to have a game past this next one. They gotta stand up to Simpson if they want to be able to get some points on the board. Arsenal tries to push his way through three people, and he almost gets it there, but he ends up hitting the post. Oh, sets up for Solu, but Solu goes too high. Sure, he tries to put it in the corner for his teammates, but his teammates were on their way back. Oh, and Simpson's going to take advantage of that and score the 4th point and likely the final point of this second game. Simpson capitalizing in that sort of space that Landmark opened themselves up to. Wistix is going to have a free touch on this. He's going to go up in the air and try and find that last point. He's going to go for it. Oh, and he hits the post. And that's going to be the second game for Simpson. I think we're going to see another substitution here for Simpson. However, we're going to have the Landmark Sharks are going to be taking a timeout. That will be 5 minutes before we go into the third match. While Landmark takes their timeout, I think this is a great time to talk about how the games have been going so far. I think both teams have been doing a great job. Simpson's just applying a little bit of pressure that Landmark can't seem to keep up with. We've seen time and time again where Landmark tries to make a push onto the Simpson side. However, Simpson immediately is there to shut that down, and that's something that Landmark just can't hope to sort of reciprocate unless they figure this out. Which is the point of this timeout. I think they're talking through some things and making sure that they can figure out what it is that they're doing wrong and what it is that they could do better. For Simpson, overall, they're playing a really great game. There's been a couple of mistakes, one of which leading to a goal. But overall, I mean, they're doing a great job of covering their field and being there for each other. We've seen a couple of passes for each other, and I mean, that's been opening up a lot of offensive plays once they're on the Landmark side. But, I mean, just applying that pressure and staying on Landmark's side at all times is what's immediately getting them all of this pressure and all of these goals, and in the long run, all of these wins. Some things that I think we could see Simpson improving on is when they're back on defense, it almost feels like they're not used to it, and they just want to get back on offense at all costs, which is honestly allowing there to be some wide openings in their defense. Luckily, Landmark hasn't been capitalizing on it super strongly, but I mean, we saw that goal in the last game where it wasn't really a fast shot, but it was just a shot that nobody was ready for. Looks like Landmark is going to go ahead and be ready. They're not going to use their full 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and get back to the match here. All right, we got Doc back in the game. Looks like they subbed out King Drip once again. Kickoff goes onto the Simpsons side. Wistix is going to take it up on the wall. Not Solu is going to go low on that. Great communication. June takes the ball from Wistix when he's done. A demo in the middle. It's going to open up that space for Landmark to try and make a push. They're not going to quite get something on this. Landmark's going to miss the ball there, but he's going to be able to get to the challenge. Wistix going to go up for the shot. And bar down. He's going to make it. That's the first point for Simpson. 30 seconds into the game. We're immediately already seeing that Simpson pressure that we've been talking about. Landmark seems to almost have a hold on how they can handle it, but it's just not quite there yet. Let's see if they can pull something through in the midst of this match. Arsenal immediately going for that pressure and that shot. Something that we haven't really seen from Landmark tonight, but it's going to be more of that they're going to need in order to be able to continue in this series. Landmark kind of gets put at a standstill for a second while Simpson continues to apply more pressure. Landmark, a little bit of a double commit. It's going to result in another goal here for Simpson within the first minute of the game. Seems to be a little bit of a panic for the members of Landmark. They're wanting to shut down this offense really quick, but it's causing them to get a little bit antsy when it comes to making their challenges. They try to make a push there on Simpson, but Doc is going to shut that down. He's going to get a great 50. Almost another goal for Simpson. Woo, almost two more goals for Simpson there. Two well-placed shots, well within the net, but they're going to be last-minute saved. Shuri with a great clear there. He's going to try and follow it down the field. Wistix is going to hit that off his own backboard and continue with it in the air. Doc is going to go with that ball, and he's going to go for the shot, and it's going to be in! It was too fast for Landmark to be able to get there. He tried, and he got some some power on that ball, but it just wasn't enough to be able to keep it out of the net. We got 3 goals here for Simpson. It's been a minute and a half. It's going to be difficult for Landmark to come back from this, but it's definitely not impossible with the amount of time that they have left. Not Solu's going to go for the ball, but he's going to miss and hit Simpson member instead. Arsenal's going to try and take this on the wall, but he accidentally puts it in front of his own net. Ashuri tries to do something with that. Shots being rattled at the Landmark net, but they're not going to be going in. They're just hitting that backboard and coming back out. Arsenal gets something floating in front of the Simpson net. Solo's not going to be able to quite put that in. Ashuri's going to hit that off the backboard, hoping that Arsenal was going to be there, but he was a little bit further back than he was hoping. Arsenal's going to try and use that corner to get in front of the net, but it's not quite going to work. Got another attack from Simpson. Ooh, little bit of a miscommunication there. Wistix jumps into that while we still had a player on the ball. Arsenal's going to make that push into the Simpson corner. He's going to put that in front of the net. And that's going to be a goal for Landmark. Not the first goal for Landmark. However, it was the first one that had that team play and that pressure that we've been looking for. Something that Landmark's going to need to continue here going into the rest of this match. We're halfway through now. Another great kickoff for Landmark. However, we don't have anybody to challenge that, so it's going to be a free clear for Doc. Not Solu's going to take that. He's going to try and get it out of there, but it's going to be immediately stopped at the midfield. Wistix going for the shot. He's up in the air. It's down, and it was in, but blocked by Arsenal. Arsenal's going to keep going. He's going to get a pass to his teammate. Ashuri's going to hit it up. They had some good passes going back and forth, but just not enough to really get anything started there. Arsenal's going to take the shot, and it's going to be another goal for Landmark. Here's that pressure that we've been waiting for. Is it going to be enough to take this match and continue in the series? Is something that we're going to have to see in these next 2 minutes. This might be the momentum switch that they've needed, though. Looks like we got an unlucky kickoff. Goes to the back of the Landmark side, but it's going to be immediately cleared. Arsenal going for the 50. It's not going to be a 50 as Doc misses the ball. Ashuri's going to have to go up for this or else it's going to be in. Oh, and he's able to get the save. Arsenal there. He's going to try and clear that, but he's not going to be able to get the flick that he's looking for. Ashuri also tries to clear it, but he's going to backflip in front of the ball. It's on the Simpson side as Solu tries to make a play, but he gets blocked out by Doc with a great sort of car 50 going on. Ashuri's going to make that play, but Doc's once again going to save it. Open net, but I think... Oh, that's going to be a tied goal. We got 3-3 goal by Not Solu, with an amazing and crucial bump from Ashuri, opening up that net, and Wistix just isn't able to get back in time. Got 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Let's see if Landmark can pull out this match and continue here in the series. It's a great kickoff from both sides. Arsenal tries to get that 50, keep it off their side. Not Solu's going to try and get it out of there, but he's not going to be able to get past Wistix. Wistix is going to go for the pass there. Oh, it's one pass, one person, and that's going to be a goal for Simpson. A heated back and forth match so far. We still got a minute left, so this is anybody's game. I just hope that this isn't going to be a nail in the coffin for Landmark's morale. Just came back 3-0 to 3-3. Hopefully this isn't going to be seen as a roadblock that's going to stop them from continuing. It's in front of the Simpson net. Ashuri's going to go for a hit on the backboard to set up his teammates, but he's going to end up getting it into the corner instead. Doc with a great hit, but it's... Solu's going to come in for the shot. It's not quite going to be in. Ashuri's going to try and get something on the backboard to keep something going, but there's not going to be anybody there to follow that up. A nice demo might set up another Simpson goal, but Wistix misses. Ashuri's going to try and bring it down the line, but Doc is going to block it. Doc's going to come down, try and go for the pass, but he's going to hit it too hard. Wistix gets another pass into the center, but there's nobody there. Solu's going to hit that ball, and he's going to clear it. Doc's with a nice hit to the side. Solu tries to challenge, but he doesn't have any boost to go for it. Another Simpson attack here. Goes into the middle, but nobody was quite up far enough to be able to get that. Doc brings it into the air. If Landmark can score this, they can continue. But WizTix, he's going to try and hit it up. Solu is going to just try to keep it up, but he's not going to be able to. And that is the third win for Simpson and the final match of tonight's series. In that last match, we saw that Landmark made a lot of great strides and a lot of great changes, but they were just too little and too late. They weren't able to pull the win over Simpson. However, I think that they definitely made a valiant effort, and I would love to see another match between these two teams. I think it would go a lot different than it did tonight. I think that Landmark learned a lot from this match. As you can see, they immediately applied everything that they learned in those first two matches, and we had an amazing last match. All right, here in a little bit, we're going to get a player interview. We're going to try and get someone in from the Simpson team here. It's okay. Hey. Go ahead and take a seat. Who all? We got both of you for player interview. You want to shut the door? Awesome. So for our player interview tonight, we have Hayden Lee, also known as Doc, on the field, as well as we have WizTix, also known as Spencer.
Howdy, good to be here.
That was a great match from you guys. What do you guys think that you did well?
Speed. We were fast. They didn't beat us to a lot of balls.
That's true. What we were noticing a lot during those matches was you guys were applying so much pressure and keeping it on the Landmark side. You were just able to take shot after shot, and eventually you took enough shots that ball was in the back of their net. In that last match, what were your guys' thoughts as about halfway through Landmark began to sort of come together and began to put some shots on net?
Right, so basically we were up 3-0, and then one kind of slipped in, and I think they just gained a little bit of momentum, and within that small amount of time, someone, our sub was like, you guys stopped calming, and I was like, oh. So then we started calming again, and then brought it back.
Yeah, such a good point. I think we were definitely, we were all playing good. We were all feeling good today. I think going to that last match, I think we got a little complacent on it. We stopped calming. We just weren't communicating. We had some double commits and a few whiffs at unfortunate times, and they got some momentum on us. But we logged back in. We had some communication, like you were saying. Nick, King Drip, was helping us out there, letting us know what we're doing wrong. So that was good. We brought it back together. Finished strong.
You guys also had a lot of play in the air, and I think that Landmark wasn't able to keep up with that air play. Is that something you guys have been working on a lot recently? Is making sure that you're getting up to those balls that are high up that other teams might not want to go for right away?
Yeah, so that's definitely something we're focusing on because I know I have so many hours. I'm way more experienced in the air than maybe Hayden or Corey. So I know in practice, I'll just tell them go in the air. I don't care if you miss. It's we just need to be fast in the air. So I always try and get everyone on the team to go for crazy stuff in the air to get more comfortable with it.
Awesome. Going forwards, is there anything that you guys learned from this match that you might want to apply in general for later matches? Something that you noticed that they were doing that maybe was able to pierce your guys' defense or stop your offense that you would like to try and find a way around?
I would say working the midfield more because I feel like that game wasn't too bad, but we could definitely work the midfield more because we don't need to just be in the corners and I feel like a lot of our passes were from the corners. We can definitely work the mid more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think our pass game is something we should definitely be working on. you know, it's easy to hit a ball in the corner and say, oh, center, but I think, you know, we've got to work on, you know, playing the midfield, coming off the wall, actually putting balls right to our teammates so we can get good connected passes and good shots on goal. Like we were saying earlier, you know, we had a lot of shots and we just kind of shot till it went in, which is nice for pressure, but if we can tone that down to just, you know, a lot of good passes and really precise shots, I think it's going to look way better in the long run when we get farther this season.
And I definitely think that mindset going forward, maybe playing some more advanced teams, will definitely help out a lot. And I think that you guys had a lot of great passes today, but I definitely see what you mean by a little bit too much focus going into that corner and limiting your angles once you're up against that back wall. A lot of your guys' best shots were from somebody hitting it up on the backboard and somebody coming in and, you know, taking that sort of more midfield space and working with that. So, yeah, I definitely think that you guys are on a right track. And I think that going forward, I'm excited to see what you guys can do.
Absolutely.
So, awesome. Great game, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And that was our match tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Another great win for Simpson. Let's see. We play again next Monday. Do we stream both games or just?
Yeah, we should.
All right. Looks like we're streaming both A and B again. I don't know who our opponents are next week.
One of you guys play UIC and the other plays somewhere.
We play teams.
Yep, that's
We play Rocket League next week. All right. Awesome job to the Simpson team. Awesome job to the Landmark team as well. All around, I think it was a great game, and I cannot wait to see how everyone plays next Monday.